Now, there's been a lot of different people who are chiming in on this thing between Coach Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark. I will also say that the WNBA is lucky that mainstream media doesn't really cover it, to be honest. Because if this was Luka and JJ Redick, oh my God, there would have been 24-hour coverage of this on every single Fox Sports 1, ESPN, blah, blah, blah. Literally, opening segment would have been this if this was an NBA team. If this was Travis Kelce and his coach, what's that guy, Andy Reid. If this was another major sports league, the W and the Fever are actually lucky that the mainstream media doesn't really cover the W. And I'm also really tired. Sorry, I'm going off on tangents. I'm also really tired of so many like media, writers, all of this complaining about podcasters and YouTubers and people with microphones and social media influencers sharing their takes about the WNBA. Like whether you like, and it's not just me. There's a ton of people. There's a ton of YouTubers who cover the WNBA. They cover it more than the mainstream media. So I'm very tired of media also calling out like, oh, all of these social media people who think they know. It's like, well, you guys aren't talking about them. You guys don't talk about the WNBA. So the internet folks are going to be the ones pushing the narrative and pushing the storylines of the W. Mainstream media doesn't really cover it. They only cover it when it's something like this. They're not covering the basketball as much as they cover, oh, here's a big story, here's something controversial, here's Caitlin Clark, the face of the WNBA, also happens to be somehow the most controversial figure in the WNBA. This is what we're going to talk about. But there were a lot of people chiming in on this. Cheryl Miller was one of them. And you know Cheryl Miller, she loves Caitlin Clark. They have a great relationship. She said, it's one thing to have it behind closed doors, but when it spills over and when the coach has to basically say, you know what, Caitlin, enough is enough. This is too disruptive. And now on the flip side, Sue Bird kind of said, like, this isn't a big deal. So it was kind of, Cheryl Miller said, this is too disruptive. You can't have it. I do agree with Cheryl Miller in the sense of like, this is not a good look. This is not a good look for really anyone involved. And the PR of the Indiana Fever and the PR of the team and specifically Coach Stephanie White has not been great this season. So I do think, yeah, it's not good. It's just not a good look because also other teams, when they're seeing this, they're like, oh, all we need to do with the Fever is kind of rattle them a little bit and then they're done for. Like they're having problems on their bench. This is a crack that we can exploit. Like you as a team, you want to be so together. You want to be so together, and like, I'm not saying stuff like this will never happen, but you want to be so together. Everybody just is on each other's side. Everybody is pushing for the best out of one another, that you don't have any cracks. You have to set the foundation to be such this strong foundation that nobody can crack. Like, okay, maybe you're having a bad shooting night, but you're not going to crack the foundation that we have and the chemistry that we have and the foundation that we've built as this team. And I think when you see something like this, that's why other teams are like, we're in there. We can get in their head a little bit. You know, they're going to crash out on the bench.